Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Africa Cooking Food. Today we are going to be cooking plantain pepper soup. As you can see, this is the meat from the market. This is the pot on top of the gas. So we're about to start. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, drop your comment to the comment section. If I've ever cooked something like this, drop it to the comment section, let me know. If you have your own pattern of cooking your own plantain pepper soup, drop it in the comment section, let me know. Now let's go. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Drop your comment, share the video, guys. Let's go. So now this is the meat. You want to watch the meat. We'll start with. Now today I'm using beef, cow meat. That's what I'm using to prepare this plantain pepper soup. So now you can see I'm washing it. So I'm going to put a little water on the fire. My last video, I was washing meat. Somebody asked me to use some things I'm supposed to use to wash the meat. You know what? The kind of video I'm doing Africa food. And in Africa, we eat organic. We don't use chemical to wash anything. So if you see me washing my meat with just water, that is how we wash meat in Africa. We don't put any other thing to wash the meat. No. So whatever you see me cooking on this channel is purely organic. Fresh food. I'm teaching you the way we eat food in Africa. This is how we eat our food. This is how we cook food. We don't mix things or no. We just cook our food organically. Without pushing, using chemical to do this one, do this one. No. And in Africa, we don't, let me say 80 to 70, 95%, we don't eat frozen food. We eat organic food, fresh food. So now you see I've washed my meat. I put it down on the fire right now, so you can see. So let's go. First of all, you have to, for this plantain pepper soup, I'm using beef. I said it before. So you can use chicken, you can use dry meat, you can use dry fish, anything you feel like. But for me, I'm using fresh meat, which is beef. So now you see I've sliced my meat, washed them, put them on the fire. What you see me slicing here, this is what we call onions. I just sliced my onions. So first way to parboil your meat, after washing it and put it on the fire, allow it to boil for some few minutes. You slice your onions. As now I'm putting onions. What you see me putting inside now is onions. So yeah, putting the onions. I just finished slicing the onions. What you see me putting is onions. Everybody know onions. That's what I'm putting right now. So after onions, the next step is going to be still putting onions. So let's go and see. So please tell me in the comment section, how do you cook your own plantain pepper soup? So I have to turn it so that the onion will blend everything into me, so that the onions will go down. So that's why you see me turning it. I want the onions to go down. So that's it. It's going down. Nice set like so. Now the onions is down. Everything is so the next step I'm going to do right now, I need to put, after putting the onions, you give it time a little bit, so that maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. So when it start boiling, that is when you start adding another ingredients, another spice to it. Now I just finished slicing my pepper. This is fresh pepper. Just finished slicing my fresh pepper. Now I'm pouring the fresh pepper inside. Remember, the first step is to wash your meat, put it on the fire. As it's boiling like 1 minute, you open it later, you slice your onions. After slicing onions, the next spice I'm putting out is fresh pepper. Just slice it now, putting fresh pepper in it. Fresh pepper is the second spice I'm putting after onions. Put fresh pepper, then you turn it together. You see I'm turning it. I want it to mix. I also want the fresh pepper to go down. So that's why you see me turning it. So you give it time, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes, allow it to mix, allow it to boil a little bit. Now this is my plantain. This is the plantain I want to use. Remember we say we are cooking plantain pepper soup, or pepper soup plantain. Plantain pepper soup is what we are cooking. This is the first procedure. We have to start with the meat, cooking of the meat first. Now this is the plantain. You can use, this is ripe plantain. You can also use unripe plantain, depending on how you feel that, okay, I want to eat this food, I want to eat a ripe plantain pepper soup. But for me, I just feel like eating ripe plantain pepper soup, so that's why I use ripe plantain. And I decided to still use unripe plantain. Now you see the meat, everything is boiling. So I've sliced my plantain. It's now time for me to pour it in. Now I'm putting the plantain right now. And so remember, the first step is to wash your meat, put it on the fire as it's boiling, give it 1 or 2 minutes time, slice your onions, then give it another 1 or 2 minutes time, you slice in your pepper. I use fresh pepper. Now then you close it, then you test it. Maybe after some minutes, you test your meat, if your meat is okay, if it is done, if it's well cooked, at least like 80% well cooked or 90% well cooked, before you now go and slice your plantain and put it inside. If you slice it when the meat is not well cooked and you put your plantain early, the plantain is going to ferment, everything is going to melt. So you slice your plantain when the meat is already at 80 to 90% well cooked before you slice in your plantain. So that's it. Now you see, I've sliced the plantain. Everything is boiling now, so I gotta mix them up. I gotta turn them together now. Just turning. So I've covered it. You allow it to start boiling. You allow it to start boiling now. So this pattern I'm teaching is, I said it before, I keep saying it to all my video. Now the next spice I'm putting is called Maggi cube. This is called Star Maggi. You can get this Maggi in Africa shop. Just tell it that you're looking for Star, I don't know, maybe Star Maggi. The Maggi is Star. That's the next. Then this one is salt. So I'm going to add my Maggi and my salt to it. And I see everything is boiling. Now you see, before I put my Star Maggi and my salt, I have to allow it to get at least well done, well cooked. Okay, in Africa, our broken language, we call it done. Done means well cooked. So now I'm turning it now. Now I want the plantain to go down. That's what I want to do now. So I want to mix it up. I want the plantain to go down so that before I put in my Maggi and my salt, but I've mixed everything together. Now I'm putting salt. You see me putting salt like, is the salt? It's not going to be too much. In Africa, we normally use eye gauge. We know when to stop putting salt on our food. Just time is okay. This is the kind of salt. This is the quantity of salt. You don't need to measure it. You just put it. You know when to say stop. And once you stop, it is accurate. Now this is groundnut oil. Some people might decide to use red oil, but me, I'm using groundnut oil. So that's it. Now I just added my salt, my granite oil. I've put in the Maggi. I've put in my star Maggi. I've put in star Maggi on it. And now you see I'm putting granite oil. I'm not going to put much because it has little water inside. So I'm just going to put little granite oil so that now I will not blend everything together. So I'm blending it now. I want to mix. Now, the reason I'm turning it like this, I want the pepper, the salt, the Maggi, the granite oil, the water, the meat, the plantain. I want everything to mix together. That's the reason you see me turning everything. Now, I'm not mixing everything up. So I'm mixing everything up now. That's why you see me turning it. I want everything to mix together now. That's it. So now I'm gonna close it, give it some little time, little minutes, that everything gets done. So I still need to put little water. Yeah, that's it. You see, why we call it pepper soup? Pepper soup, it has to go with water. So it is when you are eating the meat and your plantain, you sip the water with your spoon. That is why it's called pepper soup. Anything pepper soup has to go with water. So that's why it's me pouring another water on it. Because it must not be dried. If it's dried, it's no more pepper soup. It's now a plantain porridge and meat when it's dry. But now we call it pepper soup because you need to have a lot of water. But that is the water we are going to sip when eating it. Now this is my little juice. I'm going to use now. I'm set to go. It's good to go now. Let's enjoy our meal. Let's enjoy our plantain pepper soup now. So we have to take a little juice. Now you see everything is set. 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 So this is the final outcome of cooking on how to cook plantain pepper soup. So let's go. Very delicious. Man, you need to taste this food, guys. You need to taste this food. You really need to taste this food.